Today, I'm going to teach you how to create a companion in Minecraft Bedrock. This command can apply to just about any mob within the game. However, if it is hostile, it will try to attack you. As a bonus, I will also show you how to make mobs fight players or other mobs, even if they are naturally friendly or hostile. There are timestamp chapters within the description of this video. That way you can skip around or come back to certain parts that you need to review. I'll also be providing the list of commands needed so you can copy and adjust them with ease. With that being said, let's create our friend. Using commands, we can make a fellow mob follow us. You can either target nearby players yourself or a player holding a specific item for this mob to follow. Before we get into the commands, let's create our friend. In this example, I'm going to use a baby slime. I'm going to save my pet into a structure block, that way I can make commands that summon it if I want to later. Place down a structure block with blocks around it. Spawn your desired named mob above it and save it within your structure block. Give it a meaningful label so you can remember it later. If you just want to summon your friend with a name, that's fine as well. In this example, I'll be naming my pet Sludge. Once you've summoned your pet, we can begin writing commands for it to follow you. If you want your friend to have specific effects to make it stronger or more difficult to kill, you can input the following commands into a repeating command block. Set it to always active. I have levers set above them to toggle these commands on and off. You can do that instead if you don't want these commands to be always active. For this video, I'm going to demonstrate how to make these mobs follow you if you're at a specific distance away from them, or if you're holding a specific item and want to call them over to you. Lastly, I will show you how to make them attack other mobs as a bonus, or players. Now you could simply have your pet follow you constantly, but that can be a bit unnatural. Using this command, your pet will follow you almost like a dog. Once you're at a specific distance from your pet, it will teleport to you and continue to roam nearby until it gets too far again. Here's the command. Make sure to put it into a repeating command block and set it to always active. You'll obviously want to adjust the targeted names for the mob and player. You can also have the pet teleport to another specific mob, random players, or nearby players. You may also want to adjust the value next to RM, which is the maximum distance the command block will allow your pet to be from you. If you want your pet to free roam unless you hold a specific item to call them to your side, you can input this command. Essentially, if my pet is more than 5 blocks away from me, and I'm holding a slime ball, it will teleport to me. Otherwise, it has free roam. And that's pretty much it when it comes to having a pet follow you around, somewhat naturally. But what if we want this little harmless guy to fight for me? Well, it only takes a few commands. Put this command into a repeating command block, set to always active. Also, set the tick delay to around 15 to 20. This tells the command to damage a nearby hostile mob, giving it the illusion that your pet is actually attacking a nearby hostile. The second command is optional, but it's also really great. It tells the command block to teleport your pet to hostile mobs when they are nearby. So that way, while your pet is roaming, it will teleport to mobs and in turn, damage them. Again, make sure to adjust the target selectors for your situation, and it should work smoothly. If all you needed was the commands, you're all set to go. Enjoy! If you want to dive deeper into how these commands work, then feel free to stick around. That way you'll have a better understanding on how to use these commands and adapt them to your own needs. The purpose for the first commands is to be able to identify when your selected pet is at a certain distance from you. Once it reaches the maximum distance, it will teleport to your side. And again, we adapted it to also teleport to you when you're holding an item instead. These commands are long and may be difficult to explain. The first part especially, /execute as @e name equals sludge @ @p name equals my username. To my understanding, it's telling the command block to target both entities without considering the execution position, rotation, dimension, or anchor. The middle bit of the command is the condition. It's saying that if the targeted entity is more than 5 blocks from the targeted player, then you give the command block permission to run the following command. The same goes with the second command. The only difference is you're targeting all players who have a slime ball in their main hand. The combat commands are actually quite similar. Let's break it down. So as we know, we need to target our entities without considering their position, rotation, dimension, or anchor. The target we're specifying our pet to attack is any mobs that are monsters, but we have to limit this to one monster at a time, otherwise the command won't work. That's what the C value is, and if your pet is also a monster, you want to make sure that this command doesn't target your own pet. So we add the name target with an exclamation mark in front of it. The exclamation mark is basically telling the command block not to target mobs with the following name. You can also change this target to players as well, either all players with specific tags or all players aside from select name players. The middle part of this command is testing for when your pet is within a 3-block radius of your selected target. If that requirement is met, then it will run the following command. The command block is told to damage your target that's within 3 blocks of your pet. You can set the damage rate to whatever you'd like. Then you can further specify where the damage is coming from. For this example, I input entity attack, signifying that the pet is the one inflicting damage. Again, these commands are quite lengthy. However, they're very powerful, and I'm sure now you can see they're quite adaptable. I spent many hours playing with this command, and it's super fun and awesome. If you guys have any further questions, let me know down below. Additionally, you can comment more command block problems for me to try and solve. If this video was helpful in any way, please do me a favor by dropping a like and hitting that subscribe button. Good luck on all of your projects, and I'll see you in the next one.